Welcome back to Learn English Easily. I'm Emma, and joining me today is James. In this episode, we're going to explore one of the easiest and most common small talk topics in English, asking about someone's weekend. This is something people talk about every Monday at work, in school, at the gym, or during casual conversations. It's friendly, simple, and a great way to start a conversation naturally.
Hi, everyone. I'm James. Yes, Emma is absolutely right. Asking someone about their weekend is one of the most popular conversation starters in English-speaking cultures. It's polite, casual, and it shows that you're interested in the other person. And the best part? The vocabulary is simple and the sentences are short, perfect for English learners.
Exactly. Today, we're going to teach you how to ask about someone's weekend, how to answer, how to keep the conversation going, and how to talk about your own weekend. We'll also include lots of dialogues, useful expressions, and vocabulary to help you speak naturally and confidently.
Let's begin with the simplest way to ask someone about their weekend. The most common question is, how was your weekend? This is a classic Monday morning question.
Yes, on Monday, people almost always start conversations with, "How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend? What did you do over the weekend? Did you do anything fun?" These are all perfect, friendly ways to start a conversation.
And your answer can be just as simple. You can say, it was great. It was nice and relaxing. Not bad. Pretty good. It was okay. Nothing special. These are natural, everyday expressions.
And if you want to give more information, you can describe what you did. For example, I visited my family. I watched a movie. I went shopping. I stayed home and relaxed. I went hiking. I cooked something special. Very simple sentences, but very natural.
Yes. Now let's give our listeners a short example of a Monday conversation. Short dialogue example 1. Basic weekend conversation. Good morning, Emma. How was your weekend?
Good morning, James. My weekend was great. I visited my cousin and we had a small family dinner. How about you?
It was nice. I spent most of the time relaxing at home and reading.
That's perfect. Short, friendly, and natural.
Yes, and it shows how easy it is to talk about weekends in English.
Now let's talk about vocabulary that you can use when describing your weekend. These are very helpful for English learners.
Yes. Here are some common weekend activities. Go shopping, watch a movie, visit friends or family, clean the house, cook, go to the gym, go for a walk, travel to a nearby city, study or work, relax at home, and more active things like hiking, biking, swimming, playing sports.
Those are all great. And now let's talk about how to make your answers longer using time expressions like on Saturday, on Sunday, in the afternoon, at night, during the weekend, early in the morning. For example, I went for a walk on Sunday afternoon. I watched a movie on Saturday night.
Yes, using these expressions makes your English sound clear and natural.
Let's create another dialogue, this time with a longer answer. So, James, did you do anything fun over the weekend?
Yes, I did. On Saturday morning, I went hiking with a friend. The weather was perfect and the view from the top was amazing. And on Sunday, I stayed home and watched a documentary. What about you, Emma?
My weekend was relaxing. On Saturday, I cleaned my apartment and organized my desk. I love starting the week with a clean space. Then in the evening, I went to a friend's birthday dinner.
Nice. How was the dinner?
It was really fun. Good food, good conversations. On Sunday, I went for a long walk in the park. The weather was perfect.
That sounds really relaxing.
It was. Weekends go by too fast, though.
Yes, they always do.
Now let's teach our listeners how to ask follow-up questions because this helps keep the conversation going. If someone tells you what they did, you can ask, "Really? How was it? That sounds fun. Who did you go with? Where did you go? What did you watch? Did you enjoy it? How long were you there? Was it crowded?" These questions show interest and help you continue the conversation.
Exactly. For example, if someone says, I went to the beach, you can ask, Oh, nice. Which beach did you go to? Was it crowded? Did you swim? So many natural questions you can ask.
Let's make a more detailed conversation with follow-up questions.
So, Emma, what did you do this weekend?
I went to the beach with a friend.
Really? Which beach did you go to?
We went to Sunset Beach. It's about an hour away.
Nice. Did you swim?
Yes, we swam and relaxed for most of the afternoon. It was really peaceful.
That sounds perfect.
See how natural that feels?
Yes, and very easy for learners to use in daily life.
Now, let's teach students how to talk about a boring weekend, because not every weekend is exciting.
True. Sometimes you just stay home and do nothing special, and that's okay. You can say, I didn't do much. I just relaxed at home. Nothing special. It was quiet. I stayed in and watched TV.
Yes, these are very common phrases. Let's make a small example. James, how was your weekend?
It was quiet. I didn't do much. I just stayed home, cleaned a little, and watched some TV.
That sounds relaxing.
Yeah, it was nice.
Perfect. And now let's talk about busy weekends, because some people have a lot to do.
Yes, you can say, my weekend was really busy. I had so much to do. I spent the whole weekend working. I was running errands all day. I didn't have time to rest.
Let's create an example. James, did you have a good weekend?
It was okay, but very busy. I cleaned the house, went grocery shopping, helped my friend move, and worked on a project.
That sounds tiring.
Yes, I need another weekend to recover.
That's a great example of how to describe a busy weekend. Now let's create the full-length natural conversation, the main centerpiece of the episode. Full conversation example. So, James, how was your weekend?
It was really nice, actually. On Saturday morning, I went to a local market. I love waking up early on weekends because the market is quieter and you can find fresh fruit and vegetables.
That sounds wonderful. Did you buy anything interesting?
Yes, I bought some fresh strawberries and homemade bread. After that, I met a friend for lunch at a small cafe downtown.
Sounds like a perfect Saturday. What about Sunday?
Sunday was more relaxing. I stayed at home most of the day. I watched a movie, cooked dinner, and just enjoyed some quiet time. How about your weekend, Emma?
My weekend was pretty good too. On Saturday, I cleaned my apartment and organized my desk. I love starting the week with a clean space. Then in the evening, I went to a friend's birthday dinner.
Nice. How was the dinner?
It was really fun. Good food, good conversations. On Sunday, I went for a long walk in the park. The weather was perfect.
That sounds really relaxing.
It was. Weekends go by too fast, though.
Yes, they always do.
Now let's practice some key phrases from this episode.
Repeat after us. How was your weekend?
Did you do anything fun?
It was relaxing.
I didn't do much.
I went shopping on Saturday.
I spent time with my family.
It was really busy.
Great job, everyone. Practicing these phrases will help you start natural conversations with anyone.
Yes, asking someone about their weekend is one of the most easiest ways to speak English confidently.
That's all for today's episode of Learn English Easily.
Thanks for listening,
Keep practicing, stay confident.
and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye for now.